Hello, hello. There we go. No longer muted. Yes, we have a large cat butt. Thank you, everybody, for grabbing your coffees so far. And thank you, Gwen, for bobbinating. Sorry, was I disturbing the bubba? Now you have a cat head. Hello, Mike. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Toot. Hello, Gigi. Are you a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Well, hello. Welcome to a special Sunday night stream that I kept forgetting that I was actually doing. Oh no, I think I might have just missed second in Moon stream. Oh well, I got distracted. Hello, Moon. So if you guys didn't know already, we are in fact co-streaming with Moon. So what we're going to do is we're just going to talk for a little bit, get kind of warmed up, and then we're going to merge chats and start a voice call, and we're just going to chill and chat and do all of those things. If you could just do a quick shout out for Moon, so that anyone who would like to see what's going on her screen can go and do that. But don't worry about trying to keep up with both chats. We will merge chats at some point. So yes, I am going to be joined by Moon later this evening. Just a few minutes. Hello, Moon. There we go. Okay, bye, Gigi. But Gwen has in fact redeemed Abominate. Gwen managed to redeem Abominate in someone else's stream. So, kudos to Gwen for that feat. So I have DMC 13 here that I'm going to bobbinate while we chat. How's your guys' weekend's been? I saw you at the beginning of the weekend, and now I'm seeing you at the end of the weekend. Did anything interesting happen? We've had a pretty low-key weekend. After stream yesterday, well, actually no, we had a pretty high-key yesterday. We went and did errands after stream, which, as you know, for us it's big. Going out of the house, it's a big. So we went out, did some errands, and then today we did a bunch of maintenance on the snake enclosures. So I was doing big, strong, manly things, and now I am tired and wish to stitch. I'm gonna hang out with you guys. We are going to be chatting with Moon for a bit, talking about stuff. Mike asked if I made it to Michael's yesterday. I did make it to Michael's yesterday. That's why I have new floss. We picked up the floss we needed, picked up some other sorted sundries that we needed for various projects. Still no sign of Just Cross Stitch, the holiday ornament edition. Apparently there's been distribution problems in Canada. Unsurprising. But I did manage to get my hands on a copy of the autumn edition, which has Tracy's lovely sampler on the front, so that was nice. And I grabbed a literal handful of 310. Like I just knew that we needed 310, and I scooped up a handful of it. Ended up being 8 skeins, which was a nice round number. If I had gotten 7, I probably would have gone back and gotten another one. Either gotten another one or left one, because like 5 skeins would work, 6 skeins would work, 7 skeins is a weird number and wouldn't work, 8 skeins is fine. Did that make any sense? So thank you, Gwen, for making me bobinate there. Toot said all I heard was tism, tism, tism. Okay, yes, but also, yes. Where did I put my floss? I have to start a new color. So I am having this just a little bit of what's the word for it? Executive dysfunction. Because I don't know which color to start with. Okay. Should I... I've got my ribbons. Should I work on a green ribbon, a red ribbon, or a yellow ribbon? That's the question here. I've got all the floss, so that's not an issue. I just don't know where to start because I'm not starting with 3326. There is no 3326. In this one, anyways. Unplayable. I am probably going to do color completion. I don't know. You know what? No, I'm not going to mix it up. I'm going to go back to typewriter method. That's what I've been doing so far, which would make the next color 3815. I have no... It says unplayable. The problem that I'm having with the executive function of it all is that almost every color has about the same number of stitches left, so it's not like one of them is sticking out as like an easy win. Hey, Cryptic! Hello, Hailcat 2! And hello, Wee One and boys, if they are also watching. Stitching along, good, good. Moon will be joining us shortly. We're just having a little chat with our own communities before we merge the streams. Cross the streams, one might say. My project is literally unplayable because I don't have 3326 in it, unfortunately. Heretic says big smiles from them. Good. Good, good. So I am working on this project tonight, which is Mariluid from Fine Frog Stitching. I started this last November. I'll probably go over all of this again when we're chatting with Moon and her community. But I started this last November, and this is my, like, I want to get this done by the end of this November. So I thought maybe talking to you would be the kick in the butt that I needed to get some work done on it. I messed up already. Let's just frog that right out. But yeah, did some maintenance on the snake enclosures today. The boys are all happy, healthy, warm, humid. Gotta do a bit of substrate maintenance, but we'll see. And as you guys can see, I did give Pau her regular salad. She has not touched it because apparently she's mad that there's no egg involved. So, you know, you guys weren't here during yesterday's stream, we did a treat eat, which is when we feed Pow 2 different treats and chat can guess which one she'll go for first. The contenders were blueberry versus egg. She destroyed that egg. Like, it was gone by the end of stream. There were, I think, 3 little tiny crumbs of eggshell. And then when I went and cleaned it this morning, there was still blueberries left. Gwen says, Pow, my queen. Yeah, she's moved. She knows the food's there. She's just choosing not to eat it today. I'm sure she has her reasons, but I'm guessing it's because of the lack of egg. I might have to boil up some more for her. Although I don't actually boil the eggs myself. I have one of those like little egg cookers that you put the eggs in and then you put a little bit of water in and then it plays a little song at you when they're done. Sorry for the beep boops. Alright, so we are going to join Moon. Give me one sec. Hello, hello.
Hello, DH. Hi.
Hi. Alright, guys. I was just going to say we have to do our regular tech support. How does Moon sound?
Yes, and how does DH sound on my stream?
This is me talking for Moon's stream. This is me talking.
This is me talking for DH's stream. I also just started sharing our chats.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Right when I went to answer your call, I hit the caps lock button twice, so my stream got treated to a beep boop.
Beep boop. Moon is good.
Thank you, Cryptic.
Thank you, Toot.
And yes, Toot doing the shout out for the reason for the season, the reason that we're here.
Yes. Sounds good, but not as good as seeing you all together on a couch. Oh, yeah, that was kind of peak.
That was.
Kind of, yeah.
That was insane.
There won't be anything just as good until next time we're all on a couch together, but
yeah.
Discord will have to do.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I'm still going through and like pulling clips from that stream. It's taken me a while, but like I just love reliving it. Toot says, trust me, if I could have them on our couch every weekend, I would. That's so true.
Yeah.
If we could have
I would
Moon
be on
Commander.
your couch every weekend if I could as well.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? Like, I would be like cuddling with Sam so much. if she would have me, of course.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Was there?
Done a goof.
Is there a Pokemans in chat? I can't see on my end.
There is a Pokemans. It's a wild Omanite.
Alright, I Pokemansed.
I pitched with my tablet yesterday and I forgot to plug it. And now my tablet is in the red.
Oh no. Can you plug it in quickly now?
Yes, I will do that.
And you can always switch to your paper pattern project. Well, so Moon runs the PCG Pokemon community game on her stream. You guys want to see my like giant brain moment? So I have my PK tablet, and when I'm watching Moon, Cryptic, and Commander, they each have their own little screen, and so this is my pattern. But then this half of it is an application called Touch Portal, which acts like it acts like a stream deck. So if I press one of these buttons, it sends a message to Moon's chat. For example, if I press this button, I'll buy Pokeballs. And if I press one of these, it'll throw the Pokeballs. And like you can program buttons to do any, like send any kind of message. So if I wanted to do a string of emotes or something like that, but I just have it set up for Pokemon. So that's I was showing them my big brain touch portal
smart
PK tablet mashup.
It's so great, honestly. Like, I kind of wish, like, I'm curious though, like, how do you deal with touch portal if you're using PK on your tablet at the same time?
My tablet does a split screen.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have to look into that because that's kind of always my issue. Like, since I do like a lot of Stitchy streams, I'm using my tablet for Pattern Keeper, right? So how would I use it at the same time for touch portal? But that would be really nice.
Yeah, so I kind of found out that my tablet does split screen by accident, so I just kind of poked around.
Nice.
But
I'll look into that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I decided spontaneously that I'll just let my tablet charge for a bit. Because, like, for some reason, this tablet doesn't like all chargers in the house. Like, it only likes specific ones, and the one next to my desk is not one of those.
Oh, I see.
So, I'm gonna work on Graveyard Pumpkin for a bit while it takes a charge.
I'm currently being griefed.
It's a good idea. Griefed? Oh,
by,
no.
By Gigi.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh my goodness!
Raiders, welcome in!
Welcome in, Raiders! Raid! Welcome in, Skoka. How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. Tonight we're having a joint stream with the Cozy DH.
Oh, hello!
So, yes, I'll introduce myself and then DH will introduce themselves as well, but hi everyone, my name is Moon. I am a variety streamer. I usually cross-stitch and play video game, though we've been doing much more stitching in the past few months. And tonight we're having a joint stream with the Cozy DH, who is an amazing streamer, as well as cross-stitch designer and cross-stitcher, all the things. And we're kind of doing a joint stream to promo our collab for my 3rd anniversary stream. So DH did an amazing let me go get the link up. I need to show you guys. Navigation. So yes, DH did an amazing pattern for a start along for my stream anniversary. So I want to show you guys like what we'll be doing next week. And it is available on DH's Ko-fi store as well as their Etsy store. If that's something that interests you, you can join my Discord channel. There's a channel in there that kind of explains, you know, everything. And while you're browsing, make sure to check out the rest of DH's stuff.
Thank you, Moon.
And DH, if you'd like to introduce yourself as well.
Sure. My name is DH. My pronouns are they, them. I am, as Moon said, a streamer and a cross-stitch designer. I do cross-stitch streams once a week, and then I do co-working streams a couple of times a week with no mic, because I have lung damage. I'm disabled, I have lung damage, so I don't talk as much as Moon. But if you're down for cozy vibes and getting stuff done together during the week, I am definitely your man. And yeah, as Moon said, we are here to celebrate their 3-year anniversary on Twitch. So I designed this beautiful cozy celestial Quaker for her, and yeah, we're all going to start it along next Sunday during Moon's stream.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, so welcome in, writers. If you guys would like to hang out with a fellow variety streamer, I've seen Koka play video games and also cross-stitch. They're currently working on a gnome that's holding a whiskey bottle. It's been really fun to see it come together, like bit by bit in the beard, or bit by beard, like I was gonna say. So make sure to follow them, and Skoka, if you would like to hang out, you're so welcome to. But also if you need to raid and run, make sure to take care of yourself. Thank you again so much for the raid. And if you'd like to tell us about what you did during stream. Please, I would love to know.
Yeah, for sure.
The
When
motif
was
in the top left gives Mew vibes. It does. Like, all the kitties are just like kind of so celestial and ethereal in a way. They're so cute.
yeah. Yeah, the it does give Mew vibes. My inspiration was kind of, it was like an anime type vibe, but it was more the rabbit in the moon.
Aw.
But I made it a cat instead.
Yeah, the other kitties that are like around that cat
Mhm.
also remind me of cows jumping over the moon.
Oh yeah, that's I didn't. Okay, bye, Gigi.
You're most welcome. We were gaming today, trying out a cozy strategy game called Islanders. And how was that? I don't think I've heard of it. Also, what are you working on tonight, DH?
I am working on Mari Louid. So that's the piece by Fine Frog Stitching. And I would like to get this done by the end of November, because I started it last November with the greatest of intentions, and did not finish it. So that's what I'm working on. I think I was telling you about how I've been having the worst of executive dysfunction trying to figure out like how to stitch this piece.
I don't think we spoke about it very much, no. I think you were like kind of pinging between a few projects and that's what we talked about.
Yeah. I mean, with this one, like I'm having executive dysfunction because I don't know the best way to go about stitching it. I was saying that right before we came on together that all the colors, there's about the same number of stitches left of every color, so there's not even like a quick win I can grab.
Yeah, that's hard. And then have you tried a wheel for the colors?
I did, and then like that also didn't quite work out for me because there's slightly too many stitches of each color to make that like satisfying. I swear, my brain with this project is just not, it's not liking anything. Hey, Lady A, welcome in.
Like, it's rough when you want to work on a project, but like you kind of don't know by which end to pick it up.
Yeah, so I talked to Tracy a little bit. Tracy Richards is the designer behind Wrought Iron Stitching, and also, hi Gigi. And it also does a lot of model stitching for Steph from Fine Frog. So I talked to Tracy a little bit about it, and they gave me some advice, just the best way to handle it, which was nice. So
that's always nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like just starting from the top and following a color downwards.
Yeah. I usually like to do that as well. Like finding a path that will give me structure for the next colors, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So apparently what I'm doing is called the typewriter method.
Typewriter method, is that like basically just picking a color and going line by line?
Yeah, you pick like kind of the next, you go to the next color in order.
Okay, okay.
And then work on that color for one like thread, basically one length of thread on the needle, and then you go back to the top and do the next color that needs to be done, and then do a length of thread of that color.
Yes, I see, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that had a name.
Yeah, I didn't. I'd heard the name typewriter stitching or typewriter method, but I hadn't really like pieced together what it was. And then someone like described it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm already doing.
I can just imagine like a typewriter with the noises of stitching instead. Like, you know, the thread like dragging through the Ada, like, instead of the typing, and then bing, being like the needle when you pull it off the thread because it's over.
Or like when you get like the little like click of dropping the needle on the needle minder.
Oh yes, that's good. That's even better. Also, thank you for reminding me to flip my screen mouse. Whenever like I show something on a browser, I always forget to flip back my setup. And Skoka says, it was good. I'm not the best at strategy games, so we failed a few times, but it was fun to learn. That's really what matters, because I swear, like, being good as games is not a requirement to having fun. As long as you're having fun with it is what it should be.
Oh, definitely. Or the sound of your spouse yelping on the other end of the house. Oh, that was so funny. If anyone was in Toot's stream this morning, there was Toot streaming Phasmophobia. And I'm at the other end of my house in my office, and I hear this high-pitched, unholy yelp, like, so clear as if she was in the room next to me, and I was, oh, something interesting is going to happen in stream in the next 30 seconds. Because there's that stream delay. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh my god.
It was super spooky. They got
I can
jumps.
ghost.
Yeah, jumps. It was patient 7, and they like manifested immediately in front of her. It was very spooky.
I love that, like, Phasmo always finds a way to be spooky, even though you've played it for so many hours.
Yeah.
They do really good with that.
Yeah. Unintentional
also, thank you
half-stitch.
for picking up your moonstone, Lady A. Unintentional half-stitch?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But
yeah.
I couldn't find the hole.
I had planned on... Oh no. Yeah, I had planned on working on Deadly Aquarium tonight, but like I said earlier, picked up my tablet and it's dying, so I'm gonna do some beading.
Nice.
Maybe we can get a finish tonight, who knows?
Ooh, that would be exciting.
Unplanned finish.
Unplanned finish. Trying to clear the decks before the start along.
Yes. Because like DH and I were talking about what we're gonna work on tonight, and I said like, oh, maybe you can do Mary Louise because they did talk about like wanting to finish it, but struggling to pick and stuff, and I was like, maybe I should do Deadly Aquarium for the same reason. And then they said like, yeah, like, getting some support for motivation before we get absolutely squirreled by the start along.
I love that Moon says support and motivation when I said kick in the ass.
I forgot. Yes.
Button press.
Chat giving us the kick in the ass to finish our project. But it's kind of true. Like, I've done that now a few times in the past where I did something for the first time on stream, or did something that I didn't want to do on stream.
Yeah.
Like the blanket stitch on the bookmark. And it did give me the kick in the ass to actually do it, because I, set time aside to do it, and with everybody's encouragement, it was a bit easier.
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
People give good tips as well.
Yes, definitely. I find it a lot easier to do something new and scary on stream.
Yes, same. Yeah.
Hey, let's
go! Is done
go!
with her cross stitch, with the exception of 1/2 finishes stitch I'm fixing. 1/2 finished stitch I'm fixing. Let's go, Mo! Good job on the finish!
Let's go!
I may attempt to sew the edges, I just gotta know how to, and mess with my other Ada. Oh, you mean like, finish the edges so that they don't fray or something? Because that would be an interesting way to finish a cross-stitch piece. Despite having done many a blanket stitch, I still find it nerve-wracking to do on stream. I don't blame you at all. Sometimes like depending on your like mindset and how you feel, like kind of anything can feel nerve-wracking on stream. So I don't blame you at all.
And Moon will
But I
never
feel
do
like
blanket stitch again.
oh my god, I swore. But like it does look good, but oh my god, was it a fucking pain in the ass. Like, especially the corners. Doing corners with the blanket stitch is not nice. Oop. Heck.
I was going to test on other Ada cloth how it will look, and the piece is pretty big, and they don't have the patience to blanket stitch. Like 10 by 12 inches. Oh, that would be a lot of blanket stitch, yeah. It would look great, but that would be a lot of blanket stitch.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Do you know how you plan to finish the piece, Mo? Like, do you plan to frame it or put it in a hoop? Or something else? Because depending, you might not have to sew the edges at all.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, if you want to, that's completely fine, but depending on how you finish it, it may not be needed.
I will do anything in my power.
ASL?
Yes, we got Starbucks this morning, and I've been working my way through it slowly.
Yeah, earlier we stopped by Starbucks on the way home. I had my first burnt caramel latte of the year.
Nice. We still say creme brulee in English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm thinking of sewing the edges and giving it to my cousin as is, then having her frame it as she sees fit. Yeah, because it was a gift. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know if you have a sewing machine or if you know someone that has a sewing machine. But what's the word? Like serging? Yes. Like a lot of people serge the edges of their fabric to avoid it fraying.
Yes.
So I think that could be much faster than sewing it by hand if you do have access to a sewing machine.
Like I said, I avoid sewing at all costs, so I'm not sure exactly how you do it. I'm sure that there is someone in one of our discords that would be able to give you some tips, however.
Yeah, absolutely. I was planning on putting it on a poster board to have it ready to be framed, but I also don't know how she wants to frame it. Yeah, without knowing the measurements of the frame, it would be a bit difficult to prep it. And I have a sewing machine. My granny does have a serger. Maybe that would be better. Maybe. It all depends on like if you do want to hand sew it for like personal touch or a specific stitch, or if you just want to make sure that it won't fray further. But yeah, I got a twofer. Hell yeah, Toot.
Yeah, Toot managed to trigger 2 trap cards.
Toot is so efficient.
No. All right, finish that thread.
Nice, good job.
Thank you. It was a bit of a shorter thread because it was like a leftover from the last time I used this color, but still. I put up 2 pictures on Blue Sky today showing like a side-by-side of my progress from the last day I worked on it and then the day before that. It's like, I can see the progress between the 2 pictures. It's just looking at it, it's like, this is never going to be finished.
Aw. How many stitches do you have left? It doesn't feel like you have too much.
It doesn't, and then I look at the number and I'm like, oh, that's more than I thought. So I have... Hang on, I have to do math. I have about 1,800 stitches left.
Too bad at all, actually. It does feel like more than like you said, more than you thought, but
Yeah.
that is fairly doable. I'm sure that like in 2 weeks you could be done with it
Yeah.
without pushing too hard.
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Oh, that math didn't math at all. Hang on. So I'm at 4626 884 1742 stitches. So yeah, it's not that much. I think, and like whenever I sit down and stitch on it, I get like 300 or 400 stitches in.
That's a lot
So
of progress.
yeah,
It just feels so big because of the decision paralysis that you have with it.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
How many more beads do you have approximately on?
Approximately. I could technically count them, but I maybe
Why would you
5,
count in this
10,
hobby?
15, 20, 25, 30, maybe 60? About?
Oh, nice, not bad.
Because like I have all of this like to fill, like each like visible square in the jack-o'-lantern is a bead.
Okay. Gwen says Moon is super quiet and DH is super loud on both streams. Okay. I will turn.
And thank you, Gwen,
Yeah.
for the feedback.
I will turn Moon up and turn my. I'm gonna leave myself where I am on my stream.
Yeah, I adjusted your yeah, you're right. My microphone is not picking. Maybe a bit too low. Since I've changed my settings on my microphone, I do need to be like kissing it to be picked up properly. So when I'm stitching, sometimes I do get like I move around a bit.
Yeah, I'm glad that I switched to a headset mic, because that was my biggest issue when I had the stand mic, was my face was moving my face away from the mic, and now my mic moves with my face.
That is great indeed. Wait, we're supposed to count? Nah, don't worry about it, Cryptic.
No, it's okay. And Toot got confused by my release because they were like, when did we get Lincoln logs? Before remembering it was test stitch by Mike. Yes, yeah.
Thank you for the hydrate, Iron Man, and welcome in. Thank you for getting your daily moonstone.
I'll hydrate too. Yeah, we don't have any Lincoln logs, but I really liked that Mike used them to frame. It took me a second to figure out what they were.
What are Lincoln logs?
So you might not have them, but they look like logs, but they've got little notches cut out of them, so you can stack them in like squares and stuff.
Yes.
Well, if you look at my latest shop drop, there's Lincoln logs in the product photos.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I know what based on the visual description, I know what they are, but I didn't know that I had a name.
Yeah. I believe they're called Lincoln logs because Abraham Lincoln enjoyed logs. I don't know.
He invented the logs.
He invented logs. Yeah.
Period,
he was a log connoisseur. This has been American history with 2 Canadians.
I think he made the car too.
Okay, yeah.
Called the Lincoln.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Car manufacturer and log enthusiast. Abraham Lincoln.
He was a lawyer. Yeah.
That's all he's known for. Yes, I too enjoy logs.
He was a cornicer.
A logger. Amazing.
A logger, but yes, love.
Okay. Mo found a half stitch to fix, but then found a half stitch that we don't have to fix.
Also, I finally got the right size needles for my Ada cloth, and it makes the world of a difference. It really does. Like, if you're stitching with a 24 on like 18 count, for example, like it can really feel like you have to use a lot of force to
Yeah.
push the needle through. Especially when you get to like the last um thread to put in a hole when it's already occupied by 3 pieces of floss. That can be a hassle.
Yeah. I'm still salty about that. I'm still
I
salty
so
that
get
a
it.
28 works better on 18 count.
Mm-hmm. 28s can be stabby though. So we have to be careful about
And I always bend them. I don't know if I have like crazy Hulk strength, but I started using a new one and it's already curved.
Oh my goodness. Commander also bans 28s, apparently. Like at some point he showed it to me and he was like, I don't know if I'm crazy or if it's curved. And I was like, nope, that's definitely curved. What did you do to this poor needle? And for him, it's basically because of how he buries the thread at the back. Like
Okay.
he kind of buries it under like a lot of tight stitches because uh he uses a lot of tension and
Hmm.
stitching. So then like pulling it through and lifting it from under the stitches, that's what ends up making the needle curved.
Oh, I 100% know it's because of the way that I hold my needle. And I don't know if it's a
Mm,
holdover from knitting or what, but I will show chat in a second. I'm using a 24 right now, and it doesn't feel like it's going to do that. But when I'm holding my needle, I have the eye of the needle against my middle finger, the point of the needle against my index finger, and then my thumb between them,
mm-hmm.
like this.
Yeah.
And I guess I just press with my thumb too hard, and that curves the needle.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm just putting too much
Toot
pressure on
says
it.
gifts for the pointy ghosts. Yes. The
I only give
danger ort jar.
I only give needles to the danger ghost if I like fully bend the eye sideways.
Yum. Hi, Lillian. Welcome in. Team 24. Let's go, Cryptic.
Cryptic is also team never using Black Ada again, except when it
I
looks
wonder
really good.
why. Yeah. Poor thing. You like literally kidded his first project
No,
and gave him Black Ada to start with,
I
which looks
know.
incredible, but
There's also black stitches in that pattern.
I know.
Oh, he's literally using it right now. Oh, I haven't seen the latest update. Cryptic just
I
finished his
hold the needle
second
the same
piece.
way, DH, the same way, DH. Yeah, I think that I hold it slightly differently. I kind of pinch the eye of the needle between my middle finger and thumb, and then the my index is a bit more at the tip. So I guess there's not the same amount of pressure in the middle of the needle. Cryptic looks down at his Black Ada.
What are you working on now, Cryptic? I would love to know. What is everybody working on? What is like everybody across all the chats, all the multiple chats we have? What are you guys working on tonight? The project I'm currently working on is on 14 count Ada, and it's blue, and it's from Amazon, and that's all I can tell you.
I am working on perforated paper. Toot is working on possums.
Yeah,
Gwen is working on so many mushrooms and leaves.
yeah, that's one of my patterns. It's Toot. Toot is
Yes.
doing a sample stitch for me, but I'm having a small stroke. No, your moon. Gwen is also doing a sample stitch for me.
Yes. Cryptic just finished his horror movie project. It is awesome. It is. Yeah, he did a
Yes.
really good job with it. And he worked on it so fast as well.
Yeah,
He's just like stitching like the wind.
I think that's what happens when you have only one project at a time.
That is, I dropped the bead. Oh no, wait, okay, it's still on my project. That's great. It just stayed there. Thank you, bead. Lady A is working on Glacier Bay Mini. They think it's 18 count. Nice. And Cryptic is working on a psychedelic skull, but Hailcat is a secret.
Secrets.
Secret stitch. And Mouse is working on the Moon Owl. They think on 18 count.
And yeah, Mike was showing off the Quirky Cardinal Quaker by Darling and Whimsy. And he didn't realize it's a Canadian designer. Yeah, Darling and Whimsy is Canadian. Pigeon Coop Designs is another big designer who is Canadian. I don't know if a lot of people know that. The Witchy Stitcher is Canadian. Don't think a lot of people realize that either.
I didn't either. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah, Mega's Canadian, based in Ontario, I believe. And Pansy Patch Quilts or Pansy Patch Designs, they go Stitchery. They go by both names. They design a lot of like they have a series of really cute little like Quaker houses. Absolutely love them.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite local to me, actually.
That's really nice. I specifically picked 16 count Ada so this pattern would just barely fit inside a 4-inch root. But I didn't account for how stretchy this brand of Ada is. Aw.
Oh no. Yeah, the series of Phasmo maps that I designed and Toot stitched. The first one was stitched on Zweigart 16 count, and the next one was stitched on Loops and Threads 16 count, and they are not the same size.
Wow.
Yeah. But like it looks great. Like both of the stitches look fantastic. It was just like, oh, this was 16.
Yep. Today when we were at Michael's, Commander was looking for fabric for his next project, and he was really like loving the look of oatmeal Ada.
Yeah.
But the one that would have been big enough would have been Loops and Threads 18 count oatmeal Ada, and I was like, maybe you want to wait until we go to DLNS because you're not starting it right away. We have time.
Yes.
And yeah.
Oh, thank you for the
I
hydrate,
heard bad
Cruza.
things about Michael's brain.
Yes, the Michael's 18 count oatmeal Ada specifically. That's the one that every stitch felt like when your earring has just slightly grown over and you have to like poke through it again. That was that Ada.
Yes, I remembered your nightmare with the Dino Forest. I was like, let's not inflict this upon yourself, upon you. But yeah, he was looking for words for fabric for his future plans of pathologic.
Oh, okay, yeah,
the one pattern, well, the multiple patterns
Mhm.
that you showed him that were the plants of the game.
Yeah.
He would like to stitch them kind of like all in a row to do kind of like a herb book.
Yeah,
like
that'd be really cool.
Yeah. So and he was also looking at linen, and I think what he will end up choosing will be linen that looks like an oatmeal color, which is crazy. Commander is gonna stitch on linen before me. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but
I know. The queer audacity that boy has.
I know.
Gwen says, don't get Charles Craft oatmeal. Please, save yourself.
Yes.
Please.
It wasn't Charles, it was Loops and Threads, which I don't think that's much better.
I think they're pretty much the same at this point.
That's possible, yeah.
And Toot pointed out that
Yes,
Nell's diner pattern better have the big glowy boy. Yes, definitely big glowy boy. Have you seen the Easter egg for Nell's diner? There's a big glowy boy.
What is the big glowy boy?
So there is a code hidden around the map, and if you use the code on the safe, it gives you a bank card. Use the bank card at the ATM, which gives you a dollar bill. Use the dollar bill at the soda machine, which gives you a coin, and then you put the coin in the lair of the unliving arcade machine, and then a gigantic skeleton pops out of it, like it looms over the diner.
Rona size?
No, like bigger. Like it is.
Oh my god.
It is enormous. Like,
oh goodness.
Macy's Day Parade float.
Oh my god.
Giant balloon sized.
Yes. Perfect. Very good.
Yep.
Welcome in, Commander. Thank you for picking up your daily moonstone.
Yes, hello, Commander. And Mo asks, is Loops and Threads not good? It's okay.
If you like, I would say never work with a tight margin for it, because what people have found is that the count can be kind of off. So for example, I think that DH was working on what was advertised as a 16 count, right? But it was closer to a 14. It was
supposed to be a 14 count, and it was actually coming out at like 12.5 to 13.
Yeah, so because of that, they measured their fabric to have a certain length so that it would have, like, you know, margins on either side. But because the fabric ended up less tightly woven, that would have made the stitch design bigger, and then they literally didn't have room for all the stitched the stitched area. So if you're using loops and threads, do be mindful of that they tend to run bigger than advertised. Because like if your weave is tighter than advertised, that's less bad because you would just have wider margins. You might, you know, curse while stitching if you're not used to higher count, but at least it wouldn't fuck up your project.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be an issue if it runs bigger. And it's the same thing for the less expensive DMC, like I believe they're like Charles Craft. They're usually Charles Craft, yeah, and they're of lesser quality than the DMC stuff.
Yeah,
even though they're technically the same brand.
Yeah, but like it's all, and it definitely comes down to personal preference. Because we've had this talk before about soft versus crunchy. And if you like very stiff Ada that like almost stands on its own, then loops and threads is a great choice for you. Whereas if you like something that's a little bit drapier, a little bit softer, then you might want to pay a little bit extra and get like Swigart or something like that.
Yeah. I like Charles Craft Fiddler's Cloth, the old name I think for oatmeal Ada. It feels different from 100% cotton because it's a mixture of flax and cotton. Yeah, I think that the loops and thread that we were looking at was also a blend, which I was really surprised about. It was, I think, 86% cotton and 14% linen, which really surprised me because linen is more expensive. So
yeah,
I would assume that for, you know, brands that are trying to be cost savvy, they wouldn't go for material that's more expensive. They would go for 100% cotton.
Yeah. Oh god. I just saw what Gwen said. The Charles Craft oatmeal was a parallelogram. Oh no.
Yeah. Were Commander's ears burning because you were talking about him? It's pretty chill in here. My ears are at a comfortable temperature, but thanks for asking.
Ugh.
Yeah, in French we have a different expression where we say like our ears were buzzing. Or like, you know, when like your, I don't know, your ears is kind of like half clogged and you get like a high-pitched
Ringing, we would say that.
Yes, ringing. So like in French, when someone is talking about you, you would say that like your ears are ringing, and if it's the right ear, it's speaking well of you, and if it's the left ear, it's speaking ill of you.
Huh, interesting. I like that bit of folklore.
Yeah.
Kat, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Raiders, welcome
Kat.
in. I have no sound for raids. Run and hide, the squirrels have broken out of the nut house. Kat, welcome in. Welcome to a very special stream. I'm here with Moonphased. Some of you may know her. Toot, if you could do a quick shout out for Moonphased. We're doing a little joint stream to celebrate Moon's 3rd year anniversary on Twitch. But yes, welcome in, Raiders. My name is DH. My pronouns are they, them. I am a cross-stitch designer and a streamer, and I also do co-working streams here on Twitch. And Moon, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi everybody, I am Moonphased. I'm a variety streamer. I do mostly cross-stitch, but as well some gaming as well. And yeah, I really like to, you know, focus on community, so I super duper love chatting and hanging out with you guys while we stitch and stuff, so welcome in.
Aw, and Kat's here to help celebrate. Yay! So yes,
Yay.
we are, so Moon is celebrating 3 years on Twitch next Sunday. So what she asked me to do was design a special Quaker for her. So that's what I did. And we are all going to start it together on the 23rd. If you're interested in joining us, head on over to Moon's channel, join her community, and you can actually get this pattern with a special coupon code. Otherwise,
Yes.
it is available on my Etsy and my coffee shop for everyone to purchase. So yeah, and we're all going to start it together next week.
Yes, for anyone on my stream, that's what I'm showing on the screen at the moment. So DH designed it in 4 variants, including 2 different colorways. So you have the light and dark versions, and you have the version with 3 years Moonphased and the version with where you can put your own initials as well as a date. And DH was super generous and put in a charted alphabet. So if you would need to rechart to insert your own name or own initials, that's already in the bundle as well. So DH, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. I actually am coming up already on an hour, so I'm gonna take, yeah, so why don't we take our 3-minute break?
Absolutely.
And then when we come back, I can show off Kat's new sticker in my book and chat a little bit more about the start along.
Perfect. Let's do that.
All right. So Raiders, please feel free to stick around. Early just tanked my ability to actually run an ad. Okay, so Raiders, feel free to stick around. Kat, feel free to stick around. If you have to raid and run, I absolutely understand. Otherwise, I am going to run a 3-minute ad. I'm going to mute, and I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes.
Yes,
right.
And I'll be syncing my ad with DH, so everyone get a snack, get a stretch in if you need to, and we'll see you in 3 minutes.
Okay, bye-bye. Hello? Hello, is anyone there? I don't think Moon's back yet, but I'm back. Hi.
I am back as well.
Hello. Yes, right before I was going to add, going to break, Early jumped up on my desk and closed the tab that had my Twitch dashboard on it. So I had no more control over stream.
Early.
Yeah.
Is she your coworker or saboteur?
Both. Both is good. But she's here on my desk now. And Kat, if you're still here, or if anyone from Kat's Raid is still here, how was your stream? What were you guys doing? I'm sorry I had to cut you off, but I had already snoozed once and I was running out of snooze.
Team.
Thank you for the hydrate, dude.
Ooh, hydrate. Hydration.
She is so cute. Yeah, that's right, you are. I'm pouring more soda, and everyone's gonna hear it, I think, because my mic settings are a bit weird tonight.
Glug glug glug.
Gloop, 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 gloop. Early's giving me a look like, what are you doing?
French glugs.
Oh. Well, Kat did get a sticker in my Cozy Community scrapbook.
Yay.
It's down here with the other raid stickers. No, Early, we don't sit on the cross stitch, thank you. And then Cryptic got a sticker for his resub. I don't know if he was around to see it, so there's Cryptic's sticker.
Cryptic sticker. The sticker for Cryptic. The sticker specifically for Cryptic.
Yeah, that one.
I keep hanging bees around tonight. The bees are not behaving.
Oh no. Hi. Yay! Okay, then I'm glad you got to see it. But yes, thank you again for the resub there. I know you kind of subbed and ran.
That broke us all. Good. Fun fact, I've actually never seen that movie, The Emperor's New Groove, because, I mean, DH is not surprised.
No,
DH
I'm not
knows
surprised.
That I've not seen a movie in my entire life.
You've never seen a movie, ever.
No, I don't see movies. I just don't. But I know of the references because of Tumblr. Because of Tumblr and GIFs.
Yep.
So yeah, like that GIF like of the people going both is good. I know that. And then the one of like the
That's a different movie.
Which wait, is it not? Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was Emperor's New Groove as well.
Nope. That's from Road to El Dorado.
Welp. You know, I have not seen the movie either, so go fucking figure. Okay, then I've seen the, you know, the one where like the lady, poisons the thing, makes the poison. Yes, that witch, that poison person. Yes.
Poison for Cuzco.
Yes.
Yep. That is definitely a different movie. Although you said that and I was like, wait, is it the same movie?
In my head, they are both the same movie. Because I've somehow seen the GIFs associated so much. I thought they were. And the characters look like they're from the same movie.
Yeah.
Isn't there a fucking llama in both movies?
No.
Oh, that is just in the Road to El Dorado?
No, the llama's in Emperor's New Groove.
For fuck's sake.
The llama is the emperor.
Oh my god.
The poison for Cuzco's poison,
It's for the llama?
It accidentally turns Kuzco into a llama. The whole plot of the movie.
I ripped my needle out and my bead just flew somewhere.
Oh no.
Whatever. I'm losing my bead like I'm losing my marbles. Over these movies. Hope you guys enjoy the pun.
Early, love, we have to figure out a way to share this space. Look at all of this desk. All the desk that the light touches is yours. And yet...
We need a movie night to watch both movies. And it's just gonna be me, like, over and over, like, oh my god, I thought that was in the other movie. Oh my god, that's in that movie? Oh my god, I know that quote. Oh, it's in that movie too? It's just gonna be that over and over.
Yep.
And over. That would be fun, though. Keeping that in mind for sure, Maps.
Oh. Sorry, yes, the Quaker's still up. I still had Dear Quaker on my screen.
Hold the lever, Kronk.
Although, unless Moon was talking to you. Jesus. Unless Toot was talking to you, Moon. This is why I don't stream after my meds have worn off.
No, I don't have the Quaker up. I have the pumpkin.
Okay. Then
Though it could have been me. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows? Please do not repeat. That's from another movie.
We're the same as Oki, exactly.
Yeah, it is the same. Lady K has never finished Road to El Dorado, but loves Emperor's New Groove. And then yes, I quoted Lion King at early.
Yes, that one I've seen. I almost didn't because when I was a kid, for some fucking reason. Actually, I know the reason is autism, but Scar terrified me. Like, I was deathly afraid of Scar. Like, so I tried to watch the movie like so many times as a kid, and I would just like break down crying in the first 5 minutes. So my mom would have to turn it off. So I actually didn't see The Lion King until I was maybe like 10.
Oh wow!
Before that, I was too terrified of Scar.
I mean, kind of valid. Like, the beginning of Lion King is terrifying. The end of Lion King is terrifying. The middle bit of Lion King is somewhat terrifying.
Yeah. Why did they make this a child's movie?
I know, it's like some of the scenes in that movie are legitimately scary.
Yeah, and kind of like sad, very sad.
Yeah. And also anti-hyena propaganda, which I don't stand for personally.
Absolutely.
Toot says the Zoomobile though. Oh yes, there was a good Lion King joke that the Zoomobile driver told, and I cannot remember it for the life of me.
If you remember, I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
But like Scar is, well, he is absolutely scary.
Yes, I remember what it was. It was, we went by the enclosure where the wildebeests were kept, and the commentator on the Zoomobile, the tour guide, went, and here we have our wildebeests, which are best known for being the animals that killed Mufasa. And it's like,
oh my god.
Why? Why would you do that to us? Collectively, why?
Bring up the collective trauma of Lion King 1. How dare.
Yup. Oh yeah, Land Before Time is the real childhood trauma.
Indeed, that is also, I cried all the time at the Land Before Time. I also loved it, but I also cried all the time.
Gwen says Lion King was terrifying. Meanwhile, Brave Little Toaster, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and Rockadoodle exist. Listen, Rockadoodle is the greatest kids movie of all time. And also it was terrifying. Okay, that is one that I'm going to make you watch with me.
I may not know it no, I may not know the English title. I may have seen it.
It's about
Unlikely, but may.
It's about a rooster whose job on the farm was to crow and bring up the sun, but then an evil Archduke of Owls wanted to stop the sun from coming up, so he hired a man to go another rooster to go beat up the rooster, and
Oh wow.
it damaged his confidence, so he went to the big city to become Elvis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gwen says Rockadoodle is Elvis the rooster and also an acid trip.
Yep. I just made
Yeah,
a
I've
giant
definitely
knot
not
on the
seen
back
that
of my
one.
fabric, and we're pretending it doesn't exist.
We're rolling with it.
Yeah.
Just
And yes, the Grand Duke of Owls is absolutely terrifying.
he gives owls a bad name.
Toot, that was the best
Bold of you, she
shade.
assumes to know Elvis. I know Elvis. Thank you. I couldn't name you a fucking song he wrote or sang, but I know of him.
Oh, but speaking of good stories, while Cryptic is here, I said I was going to tell my story about
Yes.
it's alright, do you know La Elvis? I was going to tell my story about the fire alarm when I worked at an assisted living facility, which is the fancy proper name for an old age home or nursing home. So I was a PSW at a assisted living facility, and our shifts were 7 to 3. So and this was just before I went on shift. Like, we're all standing around the nurse's station waiting to get report, and like, none of the residents are really up yet, so it's just before 7. And I see one of our residents, who was an elderly German man who was 101 years old at this point.
Oh my
And he
goodness.
very slowly goes by the nursing station in his wheelchair and disappears around the corner of the hallway, and we're like, okay, whatever. He's good to go. And we're just like standing there chatting, and a few minutes later we hear the fire alarm go off for the whole building, and we're like, oh no, what happened? And then the announcement comes on, and it's like, there's a fire alarm on, and they say our floor and our section, and we're like, what? There's no fire here. And then I see the old gentleman come racing around the corner in his chair, just like thundering by as fast as he can, and I'm like, did he just pull the fire alarm? So I basically, like, he went racing by, and I basically like stopped him and got him into a room, because what we have to do if there's a fire is get all of the residents safely, like, to safety, basically. So that was what we did, was we went through the whole fire protocol, and the fire people came up, and they came up onto the floor, and they went like stomping down to the other end. This guy was trying to get on the elevator that would take him down to the back door and out of the facility, but
was he just trying to run away, to flee?
He couldn't. I don't know if he couldn't reach or if he just hit the wrong thing, but he somehow managed to get the safety cover off the fire alarm and pull the fire alarm instead of the elevator controls, which he wouldn't have been able to work anyways, because you need a code to do it.
Oh my god.
I died. Like, of all the residents, this 101-year-old German man would have been, and he had like a very thick accent, which is why I keep saying it, so like that's just one of the things that I remember about him the most. Of course, of all of the residents who would pull the fire alarm at 7 o'clock in the morning trying to escape the home, it would be him.
Wow. That just gives Toot energy somehow.
I know, right?
Just like, there's nothing that can temper the chaos. Not even being 101 years old.
Oh my god, he was pure chaos. Pure chaos. Because he had a wheelchair, but he could walk, so you never really knew how he was gonna come at you. Or like, Toot going, oh no, the consequences.
Yep. I have a knot in my thread.
Oh, not a knot.
Yeah, knot.
So the reason
Knot.
So the reason Toot is saying, oh no, the consequences of their actions is, I'll tell another story because there's a bunch of people here who maybe don't know Toot and don't know this story. But
yes, that's true. I didn't even react because I was like, ah, yes, that story.
Yes, the consequences story.
Yes.
So Toot is disabled like myself, and has been for many years. So in order to kind of make them be able to go out and do things more easily, they use a walker and then occasionally a wheelchair as well. And this was before I became disabled. I became disabled very, very abruptly about 3 years ago. But before that, I was healthy. So I would push the wheelchair. So we're at the zoo, and Toot's in the wheelchair, and I'm pushing them around. And I was working in healthcare, so I was very like, okay, every time you stop, you have to put on your brakes. Because I don't want you, to get hurt.
Away.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even that I didn't want her to run away because she's fully capable of taking the brakes off. It was just I didn't want there to be an accident. So
no, absolutely. I meant like rolling away as in like by accident.
Yeah. So we're standing at the top of this like slight hill, very slight hill, and I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. I need to grab my drink out of my backpack. So we stop and I remind them to put on the brakes, and they, say demand $7 from me and then put on the brakes. Which if you guys know Toot, then $7 is their going rate for doing anything. So, okay, put on your brakes. $7 as she puts on the brakes. And I take my backpack off and I'm pulling out my bottle of water, and Toot goes, just like, that's at this little like goblin cackle, and pops the brakes off. But didn't realize that we're at the top of a very slight hill, and didn't move. Like, literally all she was trying to do was take the brakes off. But just the leaning forward to take the brakes off was enough forward momentum to get her moving. So they start rolling down this slight hill, and like, they did not pick up speed. I could have at any point caught them. So they weren't in any real danger, but they start slowly rolling down this hill in like this very slow curve. And I just hear, I'm standing there cracking up watching this situation, and I hear, no, the consequences of my actions. And I'm dying. So they very slowly roll to the bottom of this slight hill, and as they're curving to the side, there's some temporary fencing there, and they're heading straight for the temporary fencing. And they kind of like, they didn't run into it, they stopped like just short of it, but it was hysterical. I was like crying laughing. Just that, no, the consequences of my actions.
It's so good.
They roll away from me.
There are like, this is like, if you want to know about Toot, I feel like this is like a staple story you need to hear. It just expresses them so well.
It's an unskippable cutscene in Toot's life.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Toot, yes, indeed. And Mouse says, there was a resident at the home where my great-grandmother was staying that tried to convince kids that were visiting to pull the alarm for butterscotch candies. Yep,
I know. I've known a few of them. Toot, no. Toot, yes.
It's so good.
Oh. No. And that is why we make so many jokes about Toot being unsupervised.
Yep. Toot is just chaotic, and we love it.
Yup.
Toot is like those beads that I keep pinging everywhere tonight. Like you poke them, and you try to get them to do something, and they're just like, nope!
$7!
But then they end up complying. Because the chaos is saying no.
Yeah.
I got so many candies anytime we went to visit my great-grandmother. It was like Halloween multiple times a year. Yeah, I bet that there's like a bunch of there's a lot of elderly people that are just happy to see kids. When people go visit, even if it's not their kids or their grandkids.
Yeah, that was a good gig. I miss working that gig. Go.
Yeah, there was when I went to visit my grandmother at some point. She was also in a care home, and there was this lady that was sitting at the same table as my grandmother, and we were told that she was really old, like 103 or something like this. And like the carer was trying to get her to eat breakfast, and she was like, no, I don't want to eat, like I don't want to eat this. And after a while of her like just sitting in front of her bowl of food, she looks at this carer, and in French she just starts not yelling at the top of her lung, but like very loudly going, banana, banana. She really fucking wanted a banana. And my brother and I were just sitting there, and we were just like, give the lady a banana, she's fucking 103 years old, give her what she wants. Which they did, of course.
Yep.
But it was so funny the way that she was like violently affirming how badly she wanted a banana for breakfast. Not this shit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Did you get your knot sorted out?
I did. I thankfully did.
Good.
And beading is going well. Beading is going well. Aside from the beads being slightly chaotic tonight.
Yeah. Oh heck!
Oh my goodness! Decentkin, welcome in!
Welcome in, Raiders!
Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, everybody!
Raiders.
Grab your needles, it's a stitchin' raid! Welcome in, Decentkin and Raiders!
Hello, hello!
How are you tonight? How was your stream? Welcome in, Slick Shady.
But are you the real Slick Shady is the question.
Everybody banana, please stand up.
You got that reference!
Good.
Yay!
I did. If I'm friends with Toot, and I wouldn't, I think Toot would unfriend me.
Oh, that's true.
If I didn't get like a very small Eminem reference. How dare.
I don't think you get unfriended over
Got
that.
some hats. No, it's true. Got some hats sewn and finished. Nice. Good job on the finishes. He is indeed the real Slick Shady. Let's go. But thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, if you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. Please do go take care of yourself. If you'd like to hang out, we'll be here for about another hour and a half. So get cozy, and we'd love to have you. But Raiders, by the way, I am Moon. I am a variety streamer. Tonight I'm streaming with my amazing friend and cross-stitch designer, super extraordinaire, thecozydh.
Hello.
I'll let them introduce themselves in a moment. But we're doing a joint stream to kind of promote our collaborative efforts towards my 3rd-year anniversary. I'm stitching mindlessly and I've made a mistake. Anyways, and yes, so next Sunday we're going to be doing our my 3rd-year anniversary, and DH designed an amazing, incredible Quaker, commemorative Quaker. And we're gonna do it as a start along. So if you guys are interested in stitching it along with us, starting it on the 23rd of November, please do join our Discord server. There are the links to DH's shop there, as well as a discount code, so you can get the pattern and join us. And while you're there, of course, please look at DH's other stuff. They're an amazing and talented designer. But yeah, it's gonna be a real doozy, and DH is doing the light version because there are 2 colorways in the design bundle, and I'm going to be working on the dark version. But there's also a bunch of people that did their own color conversion, so you're super welcome to do a creative rechart of it. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
I'll let DH introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is DH. My pronouns are they, them. I am a cross-stitch designer and streamer here on Twitch. Like Moon, I do different types of content. I do cross-stitch and I do co-working. So if you want some cozy body doubling, then I am your man. And yeah, I designed this wonderful Quaker for Moon to help celebrate 3 years, which is so cool. So yeah, definitely if you want to join us, join Moon's community, and you will get all of the details and a special discount code.
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I was talking about it in other streams that DH showed me the final design at the beginning of October, and we made the design public at the beginning of November. So we've just been like sitting on this for 2 months, just like excitedly waiting for the 23rd.
Yup.
And we're really counting down the days.
Yup.
Thank you for the command, Toot.
Oh dear, what is Pow
what
doing?
What is Pow up to? Yeah.
Let's go take a look.
She is standing on all her leggies.
Oh, I see. She's just power stancing. She's probably digging a burrow again.
Mm-hmm. She moved over her salad. Nice.
Shown that salad who's boss.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, Deacinkin, I think it's gonna be really fun. There is a version where you can write your own initials and the date if you want to personalize it a bit. And DH even added a charted alphabet in the bundle, so you can rechart it very easily.
Yep.
If that's something that you would like to stitch with us. And that goes for everyone and anyone. And the discount will be available throughout the 30th. So if you're unable to make it on the 23rd, but you'd like to join the festivities nonetheless, it can be around the 23rd as well.
Yes. Yep, the coupon code is active until midnight on the 30th. Early's here. Hi, Earls.
Early.
Actually, if you guys were in my stream yesterday, you helped me pick out my colors. Because, obviously as the designer, I have already chosen colors for the pattern, but I wanted to make sure that they would work with my fabric, and also I wanted to use fancy flows.
This reminds me I never bobbinated Gwen's bobbinate at the beginning of stream. So...
Oh, Gwen hit you with the bobbinate too?
Yes.
Gwen hit me with a bobbinate during Toot's stream.
How?
Illegal Gwen powers. Oh dear,
Right,
we've got crinkly noises.
Finish this bead, and I'll pick up a skein to bobbinate.
Erdegirdly. That's apparently, yeah. So this is my fabric. It's like a pale blue sparkle fabric. Sparkle. 14 count. And then these are my colors. Out here. Toot says they should add a make DH Bobinate redeem for their stream. So this is the colors I went with. So the 311 is what's called for, but because I wanted to use this blue bonnet from Weeks Dye Works, I switched up the other two colors to make the gradient work a little bit better. So I bobinated this is the one that I bobinated during Toot's stream. And my fancy floss stash was actually destashed to me by another designer. And apparently they use much shorter thread lengths than I do. So
Oh, no.
all of my blue bonnet is pre-cut into 18-inch lengths. Which
is so short.
Yes.
I use shorter length than both of you guys, and this is so short. And also, I can't find little stickers.
Oh no.
For the bobbin. What did I do with them?
I was about to be all sassy and like, this is why I use a Sharpie, and then I looked up and the Sharpie that I usually put in with my bobinating supplies is sitting on my desk. So I need to put that away and be less sassy.
I found it. It was between my cross-stitch journal and my planner.
I see.
I went to Dollarama earlier, which is our Canadian Dollar Tree for anyone that may not be familiar. And I was looking for like little dot stickers like this, but they were only like colored ones. I don't want a red sticker. I want a white one so I can properly write on it. It was rude. I was upset with them.
That is rude. We went to Dollarama yesterday, and we had a very good haul.
Was it a fruitful run?
It was a very fruitful run. It was a very, very fruitful run. For reference, so 18 inches. I'm just going to show my chat. Can't even make this short enough. Okay. Okay, so this is about 18 inches of floss. Early for scale. Okay. This is 18 inches of floss between my fingers here. This is how much floss I cut. I cut about 4 or 5.
Oh my god.
Times that much.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bobinate. If anyone is curious about the way I bobinate stuff, I pre-cut my threads so that when I'm pulling something off the bobbin, it eventually comes off. Like I don't have to measure when I unbobinate, because that was an irritant for me. So I like to pre-cut my floss. That way I know that when I pull off the length, it's going to be already at my preferred length.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which is handy.
Yeah.
It works for you?
And the way that... Yes, and the way that I like bobinate them, I kind of like tuck the tail under the next length. So there's, at the end, there's still only one tail in the little notch here.
Good.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like if you have the ends everywhere, it could get pretty messy. And I've seen like people bobinate like that, which good if it works for them, but I could understand why, like, if people think that you have to tuck in every tail, that it could deter them from trying that method.
Yeah.
But
Cryptic
as I
just
bobinate now.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Cryptic unwraps 10 times. It says Toot says it's Toot normal. So okay. So conventional wisdom is 18 inches, which, as we've discussed, is too short. I do mine about an arm's length, so I'll usually hold the bobbin kind of like around the middle of my... Like, I'll hold the bobbin like here if I'm sitting at my desk, and then I'll extend my arm and cut it to that length. like holding the thread like this, I'll extend my arm and then I'll cut it this length.
Yeah.
Which
I essentially, sorry, go ahead.
Which Toot also does. Except they'll give themselves much more slack, and also they have longer arms than I do. So you can tell who the last person to cut floss in our household was, depending on how long the strand is.
Yes, and I have had a strand of Toot length floss in my hands. And to me, that was like unhingedly long. Cause like I was literally like pulling the needle out and I didn't have enough of like my full arm extension to pull the thread fully out. I had to like grab the thread again and pull more because it was so long compared to my arm.
Yep.
Which is a skill issue. No, I just need to grow longer arms, you know, but
yes, definitely. But like that kind of highlights one thing that I absolutely love about cross stitch. And I know it irritates some other people, but everything is personal preference.
Yes.
I just 100% pulled this floss through without actually like fastening it in any way. I just pulled it through. Like I started a new thread and just right on through. Just shoop. With nothing
Poor
stopping
me with our
it.
short arms. Exactly. Poor me.
Yeah.
It's poor me with my short legs. Poor me with my short stature.
But like everything in cross stitch it's up to personal preference. Like what people ask, like what count is best. Whatever you feel most comfortable stitching on.
Yep.
You know, like what
and, like it's so interesting because like I'll see like there's I watch a cross stitcher, a floss tuber called the Huga Stitcher.
Mhm.
And her favorite her comfort like stitch, like, you know, what feels really natural to her is I think 2/1 on 32 count. No, sorry, 2/2, my bad. But like that just like to me, like stitching 2/2 doesn't sound relaxing at all because you have to constantly like count. I guess like if you're really fucking used to it, then it would just become second nature to skip every other hole. But to me, who's never done it, that like stitching over 2 sounds like a math nightmare.
Yeah.
So like to hear that someone's comfort stitch is like, huh?
Nope. Yeah, I know. And
so,
like
absolutely.
Like Toot's comfort stitch is 14 count black. And some people will just don't like stitching on black. They will when they have to, but hi Earls. And like even we were talking about me doing the typewriter method. It's like, what is the best way to approach this piece? And typewriter method, color completion, doing it like row by row, parking, like the answer is whatever feels most comfortable to you.
Yeah.
What is the best way to do this thing? Whatever works for you. As long as you're making stitches.
Yeah, and the only like reason why you should, between quote marks, force yourself to try something else is to figure out if you like it. Because there's no reason why you should be forced to do like, I don't know, diagonal stitching. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's literally not more optimal than any other method.
Yep. There's
Toot can keep all the black, goes back to black.
And I know some people get this, and I've noticed this in newer stitchers when they get really caught up in min-maxing their cross stitch and doing everything the absolute optimal way.
Yeah. Like yes, if you were doing Danish methods, so like doing one leg every way and then one leg the other way, it technically saves more floss than doing every stitch English. But the saving is so marginal that if you don't enjoy it, it's totally not worth it. And like saving floss period is pretty much not worth it.
Yeah.
Because like skeins are pretty inexpensive and most cross-stitch patterns called for 2 threads, and each length of thread has like 6. So you go for a really long time with a singular skein.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So like, I'm trying not to fuss, quote unquote, wasting floss, because that was something that I really like got up in my head about.
Same, yeah.
But like, yeah, it's not worth it. The way I look at it is, how much money did I pay for an hour of entertainment?
Yes.
Like, we're doing a 3-hour stream right now. I'm gonna do about 300 stitches. I get about 2,000 stitches out of a skein of floss. Skein of floss cost me 80 cents. So like, what's 80? What's a quarter of 80 cents? 20 cents. I just used 20 cents of floss, and I paid maybe $3 for this piece of fabric. Like, and yet I'm gonna get 3 hours of entertainment out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when I purchased Rose Library, if you think about it, it's expensive to like buy all the supplies up front, which I didn't do, to be fair. But like, a lot of people see like, oh my god, this kit costs like $250. Yeah, but it's a full coverage. You're gonna be stitching on it for 10 years.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes kits and like bigger projects can feel expensive up front. And if you're not, for example, like stitching from your stash, so you need to buy a lot of new floss and new fabric, that can feel expensive. But oftentimes, like if you count the amount of hours that you would be able to spend on the piece, which is hours of entertainment, then you completely like, your return on investment is good.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Puffles. Thank you for your daily moonstone.
Hey, Puffles. I'm just reading back in chat a little bit.
Yes, go ahead.
So Mike's lengths are 30 inches. Cryptic's working with 24 to 30. Holly is around 40 inches. Yeah, I'd say mine are around 24 to 30 inches that I do.
Curious, I'll actually pull out my measuring tape and measure like, because I actually don't know. Like my measurement is literally like 4 lengths of DMC skein.
Yeah, I wish I had measured. So if you guys can see my camera, I'm showing you, this is the edge of my desk. This is my lovely stomach. But I actually have a measuring tape permanently adhered to the edge of my desk, so I don't have to go find a measuring tape.
Yeah, I have mine in my desk, which, by the way, I thought I had lost this measuring tape, which has like kitten Yuna marks, teeth marks in it, by the way. I've had it for a long time. And for some reason, the other day I just found it again in my desk drawer. But I looked everywhere for it, but now it's back again.
And then, sorry, Anonymous, I love your name, Mouse, says that they did typewriter method most of their stitching career. Didn't know it was called that, right? Like, I didn't know it was called that either. But you've been doing parking and really liking it. Will you use it more for full coverage rather than partial coverage? For sure, but you are enjoying it for Moon Owl, because you can visually see the number of stitches I do and it isn't scattered all over. Yeah, parking is great for full coverage, I find. Unless you're doing a really large partial coverage, I feel like it probably isn't as worth. Okay, so my length of floss that I'm working with right now, that I just started, is 35 inches. So a bit longer.
So my length of floss is 51 inches, but I fold it over because I do the loop method. So I realistically stitch with 26 inches.
Okay.
Or 25.5.
I counted mine like folded already. So I would have cut 70 inches and then folded it in half.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is long. I just cut fresh floss and I used lip start. The length I just caught, 120 inches. Who hurt me?
Oh.
So Toot practically stitches with 60 inches of floss.
Yo. Toot says, who hurt me? I know the answer to that question, but I'm not going to answer it on stream.
Let me measure my arm like my arms span quickly.
We're just all measuring parts of our bodies in relation to how much floss we use.
From my shoulder to my fingertips-ish, it's about 26 inches. Well, no fucking wonder I couldn't pull all the floss in one go.
You were trying to do 60
inches is literally double of my arm span. Wow, mine is 30 inches before I fold it, so I stitch with 15-inch lengths. Yeah, that's really short for us, apparently.
So the thinking, the theory behind it is that if you stitch with shorter lengths, it's less likely to do that crinkle up and knot thing in the back. So that's why shorter bullshit. I know. Because shorter lengths are supposed to be better with that, but
yeah, because I was stitching with an even shorter length than I usually get for this piece, and I got a super bad knot earlier.
Yeah.
So I disagree. Until I can see a study about the amount of time, longer lengths, not, I will fight.
But yeah, that's why, to Toot's point, I think that Toot can stitch with longer lengths because they just got good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they got used to it and they can handle their floss better, between quote marks. They're used to that length.
Yeah. And also Toot made an interesting comment about they do things the way that they do because they've already made the decision to do it that way, so then they don't have to keep remaking the decision. Every time I pick up this project, I'm remaking the decision on how I'm going to stitch it. Whereas if I was Toot, I'd just pick it up and I'd start stitching because I already knew what to do. Which, for this piece especially, sounds very lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for a Rose Library, I basically have that going on because I stitch in diagonals with parking, and the next color I do is the next available stitch at the top of the diagonal. So I never really pick. So in a way, I guess I do typewriter method with diagonals with parking. My hand to shoulder is 24 inches, so I'm in the same boat as Moon if I try to use Toot's floss.
I think Toot's floss is the final cross-stitch boss.
It's the final cross-stitch boss. Everybody is so welcome for the earworm.
Yeah.
Toot.
Okay, yes. Many of my patterns do have lots of color changes. I will admit to this. But Toot still stitches them with their 60-inch floss lengths. So also Toot made a joke and said, "Get willpower, nerds." We were talking about this, Moon and I, because Moon and I both have ADHD. And,
really?
Yes, we do. Nox, welcome in. Moon and I both have ADHD, and we were talking about how this impacts our lives and how we struggle with this, that, or the other. I honestly can't even remember the context of this conversation, what we were talking about. And it was probably about how much more stitching Toot gets done than we do. And Toot just went, "It's called willpower, you ADHD gremlins. Willpower." And that lives rent-free in my head. Just, you ADHD gremlins. It was so funny.
Yeah, and obviously Toot was joking.
Yeah.
But for full disclaimer, but it was so funny.
Yeah. Full disclaimer, Toot was joking. They know it's not that simple. It was just hilarious. And I call myself an ADHD gremlin all the time in my head.
Yes.
Thank you for the shout out, Toot. I forgot that one, yeah. But yes, Nox, we are stitching along with Moon. So if you want to see what she's working on, you can hop on over to her stream as well. And if anyone watching me has not already followed Moon, How many followers away from 1,000 are you now?
Ooh, 9.
That's what I thought. 9 followers away from 1,000, and their 3-year Twitch anniversary is next week. So I am making it my mission to try and get you 9 followers in the next week.
Thank you, DH. Yeah, it would be really fun if we made it to 1,000 for our 3rd year.
Yeah.
Cow has chosen flat. Yes. Yep. She was like, I was tall before, now flat.
Yep.
I was Toot before, now moon. Mouse says, my ADHD causes me to hyperfixate, where when I dish out 600 plus stitches in a day and get absolutely nothing else done in the day, I feel.
Yep. I also feel.
It's been, yeah, like, I have a day job. Like, so during the day, sometimes my brain is just like, cross stitch? Cross stitch? do you want to cross stitch? And it's difficult.
But cross stitch though?
Yeah. Like, answering an email? Nah. But cross stitch though?
Cross stitch.
So, sometimes it feels like very difficult to focus on, you know, adulting and working because my brain really wants to do the special interest tasks instead.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I get you.
Such a struggle. I just stood up and stretched, by the way, so I encourage you to do the same thing. I know we're doing another break in like 10 minutes, but I needed to stretch, so I did.
Perfect. I stretch as well in a moment. Big stretch. It seems I may already be following Moon. You are, yes. Cryptic says, I don't, that's why I'm fat. Gwen says, Moon, I have that so hard on my work from home days. Yeah, like, it's kind of like, welcome to my world, because I know you weren't working from home very much before. I work from home pretty much all the time, except when I rarely go to the office for the rare occasion. So, yeah, sometimes it's hard. Like, I feel very thankful that I manage my own deadlines in a way, like within a day, for example. So, like, when I feel the ADHD itch, I can actually stand up and go sweep the floor. Or, you know, like, do a little 30 stitches and tell myself that I'm working after that. But I know that not everyone is as lucky. My day job allows me to stitch because 4-ish hours of my shift is just me waiting for phones to ring. Yes, that would indeed allow you to stitch. Like, if I could do a job or like do some of my job hands-free, I would 100% cross stitch. Like, if I'm in meetings where I don't need to have my camera on, I'm 100% cross stitching. And it's not even that I'm not listening or don't, you know, not paying attention. It's just, it keeps my hands busy and ow, I stabbed myself. It helps me focus in a way to have my hands busy.
Yeah.
And get that dopamine.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because I know that a lot of people kind of think that when others are doing something else, they're unable to listen. So a lot of people would assume that me cross-stitching while talking to them or while listening to something would be impolite because I'm not paying attention. But nope, it's actually the opposite. It helps me pay attention.
Yep. And I think some people do get that. I was very fortunate when I was back in school for healthcare that my nurse instructor completely understood that I needed my hands busy. And I knit constantly during my classes, but like I was always respectful because we had to have our cameras on, so I kept my hands like below camera range so I wasn't distracting everyone else. But like I don't think I could have sat through some of those lessons if I hadn't had something to keep my hands busy.
Yeah, that's true, because you did most of your schooling through Zoom, right, and stuff?
Yes, yeah. Almost all through Zoom.
Yeah, I graduated in 2019, so I actually had no online classes ever. Like I made sure that like there were sometimes some electives that were online, offered online and stuff, and I would avoid them like the plague because I knew that if I was alone at home on my computer, I would learn nothing. There would be nothing keeping me accountable for my learning. So I'm glad that you were able to. I know it was really difficult for my little brother as well when he was in college when the end of 2019 came around, or 2020. Well, bead yeeted itself. How many beads have I yeeted off my desk tonight?
I don't know. How many beads have you done?
Quite a lot, actually. Like around 40, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be finishing beading tonight at the very least.
Sweet. And then you've just got the backstitching to do, eh?
Yeah, and there's not that much on this one, so
Good.
It will be nice.
I've gotten...
Me too, but all my classes were in person. Guess I avoided the 2020 crisis. Yeah, because like my little brother had a rough time and he ended up dropping out of college at that time. He's back doing finishing his degree right now, but he really struggled with the online only classes.
Yeah, I can see that. I do not think most of my professors in college could have figured out how to do an online class. I'm just thinking of Ken. So let me talk a little bit about this project that I'm working on, speaking of professors who would be completely baffled by technology.
Yes.
So this pattern, if you guys aren't familiar, is the Mari Lwyd, which is a Christmas tradition in Wales. So you're like, okay, this is a skeleton horse. What are you talking about? So most of you are probably familiar with the concept of mumming, even though you might not know it by that name. And mumming is basically going from house to house singing carols in exchange for food and drink. So the Christmas song, Here We Come a Wassailing. Wassailing is mumming, basically. So in Wales, what would happen is the Mari Lwyd was part of a mumming tradition. So people would dress up, and then they had they would carry with them a horse skull on a stick. The skull would be decorated with bells and ribbons and wreaths and be dressed in a white sheet, and it was called the Mari Lwyd, or the White Mare, which is also a possible reference to like Mary, the mother of Jesus. I'm just gonna quickly snooze my ad. So they would go from house to house, carrying the Mari Lwyd with them, and at each house, the Mari Lwyd would challenge the homeowners to a song contest. So the people with the Mari Lwyd would sing at the people in the house, and then the people in the house would sing back, and if the Mari Lwyd won, they would get to come in and drink all of the beer in your house. So basically it was like you showed up and you started singing at these people, and then they'd give you a beer. So the contest was not really a contest, but this is a big tradition in Wales, and it's a tradition that's actually getting revived because it's so cool. But yeah, so this is the Mari Lwyd, and my Welsh teacher taught me this particular fact. And while he was explaining it to us, he went, "Oh wait, I forgot," and left the classroom. And we're like, "What's going on?" So he leaves the classroom and he comes back in a few minutes. He's like, "I had this in my office and I forgot about it." He had a Mari Lwyd in his office, just stuck in the corner that he had forgot. How do you forget that you have a horse skull on a stick wrapped in a white sheet, just hanging out in your office? Anyways,
I have no answer, but it's amazing. It's
I know,
incredible.
right? I know. But yeah.
Can you imagine if that class had been online? Like he just shows up on Zoom with a horse skull, dressed in white.
I would
on
not
Zoom.
have put it past him. He would probably have dressed up too. Like he would have a hat with little bells on it.
Amazing.
Yeah, 100%. I do think we need to take our ad break now, though.
Yes.
I don't know about yours. Yeah.
Let's just quickly catch up on 2 messages, and
Yes.
we'll go on break afterwards. Yeah. Mao says, "I wish I could stitch while we were in meetings. My boss is very understanding of needing to keep my hands busy, but other upper managers get very snippy if they don't think you aren't paying attention." Yeah, I think I would have the same issues. Like my immediate coworkers probably wouldn't bat an eye, but same with upper managers. Yeah. And when we were working from home, my boss required me to have my camera on in meetings, but I kept my hands below camera and knitted, and actually had a coworker amazed that I was knitting because he couldn't tell. Yeah, because when you're crocheting or knitting, it's very tactile, right? So you don't actually need the visual feedback at times. So a lot of people can actually knit and crochet without really looking. I think for cross stitch it would be so difficult because like
Yeah.
the Ada is not as textured, so you can't really feel the holes as much.
Yeah, and like you can feel the holes, but you can't really feel like what color goes where so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. Yeah, and Knox says, "I had a philosophy teacher who wrote all his notes on a chalkboard with a really difficult handwriting to read."
Oh no.
Yeah. My German teacher was like, I don't know why he wasn't retired. He was something like 80 years old and still teaching German. And he refused to use anything digital as well. Like he would always use the chalkboard and printouts. That was it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
He was, yeah. Just check my total stitches for this one. 13,000. Nice knowing y'all. Oh my goodness.
All right,
So
bye,
this
Cryptic.
is your new pattern?
Amazing. All right.
I have a yeah. Sorry, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And
we'll be
right
back.
guys.
We're putting a pin in you.
We'll be back
Mouse.
in 3 minutes.
All right.
Yes. BRB, guys.
BRB.
and rethreaded my needle during break. Hope you guys don't mind.
You know,
Hello.
two of the boys are still on. I'll have to fix their lights. I went and started turning off lights and shutting the house down for bed.
Yes.
As
The Google
everyone
lady.
knows, our Meemaw and Peepaw's bedtime is 10 p.m. and that's about when we're going to wrap up stream. So I was like, I'm just going to do some of that now.
Good idea. Yeah, and so before break, Mouse said, I have stitched a small project before just under the camera, but you could tell I kept looking at something, and someone thought it was my phone, and the next meeting a general request was made to put phones away during meetings. It feels, honestly, I absolutely hate how corporate monitors employees by, you know, asking cameras to be on, asking phones to be put away, asking you be dressed a certain way when appearing on a Zoom call, stuff like that. Like, literally, none of that changes anything. If an employee is gonna not listen, they won't listen no matter what. And if you care just like a little bit about doing your job, you're gonna listen even if you're doing something else, or you're at least gonna listen to what is relevant to your job.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, nothing is fucking relevant to your job anyways. And it's just so, like, patronizing.
Yeah.
Like, it does nothing good for anybody. It's just a way to assert control and authority. Blah.
Yeah.
That was my rant.
Welcome to Moon's TED Talk.
Yeah. Gwen thought that somebody laid eggs
Yep.
when they saw Springy. I kept thinking Spurdy, but that's not right. My brain broke.
That's okay.
Springy's enclosure.
Yeah. Yeah, in the dark. They do look more like eggs than ball pit balls.
A ball pit? Yeah.
No. And thank you to fix the lights for the kids.
Thank you, Toot.
Most of our all of our reptile enclosure equipment actually is on a set of timers and thermostats and things that keep it automatic. But since we were moving things around today, a lot of those got unplugged. So then, like, once they get unplugged, you have to like reset.
They have to reset. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did the enclosure management go?
Good. It went really well. Yeah. I was big, strong, manly man today. But
Yes.
but we got what we wanted done. So hopefully the boys will be feeling better.
That's good.
Yeah. I still have to give Penny all new substrate. I think that's going to be a Tuesday job.
Yeah. Like, are you changing to a different substrate or just like switching out the?
Just switching out.
Oh, gotcha. Final frame move. Go. Let's go, Gwen.
Let's go.
And Mouse says, I am also the most active person in the group chats whenever a type message is sent out. And I'm like, you know, I pay attention to multiple things at all times because I am answering your random what animal color quote best describes you questions while answering phones and text messages coming in. Yep.
Yeah, it's like multitasking is a thing.
Indeed.
Also
like,
a thing
you
that
literally expect me to be multitasking, and then you're surprised I multitask during a meeting? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes multitasking bites me when I forget that I'm multitasking and just start focusing on one of the multiple tasks I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes do that with work, and it's like it's usually when like something new comes in or somebody comes like ping me in my DMs
Mhm.
that I'm like I do that thing, and then I'm like, oh, what was I doing? What was the thing that I was doing initially? And then I'll sometimes, like, by accident start something new without finishing the other thing because I forgot.
Yup.
But I still get everything done.
ADHD.
Yep. Sometimes, I'm reminded that my job doesn't know I have a disability.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I still don't know if I want to disclose that. Like, if it ever comes to, like, I don't know, they have criticism about things that are due to disability, maybe, but I don't think I'll speak of it. I think that's too much information for my good.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Because things like ADHD and autism do carry a certain amount of stigma to them.
Yeah.
And you're very good at your job, and you've continued to be very good at your job. So,
yeah.
Heck them and their heckity heck. There are so many very similar shades of red in this, and I know I do the same thing in my own patterns. And I know it's gonna look amazing. And I know it's like really well done art. But right now I'm just like,
yeah.
I don't know what it is, because I love this pattern and I really want this pattern in my life. I really want this finished piece in my life. I just don't want to do it.
The process is not the process is not what your brain is seeking right now.
Yeah. Oh. It might be going back in hibernation. I might stop pushing myself.
Yeah. What is your brain craving at the moment?
That's the thing, I'm not even sure. I think it's craving samplers. Like, I think I want to pick up... I started Green Bungalow by Jet X Stitch, and then I made several huge counting mistakes at the same time.
Aww.
And it went into the naughty pile. But I'm kind of craving, like, a really simple sampler.
Gwen says that they really want their floss bins to be on drawer sliders.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the DMC wooden, like, floss storage thing?
Yes. It's gorgeous. Wish it. Every time I see those, like, drawer sets, and the ones that people have done with there's, like, certain IKEA drawer sets that people sell foam inserts for, and then you put the bobbin in the foam insert, and it's all super neat and organized.
Yep.
So pretty. So unnecessary.
I feel like
so pretty.
I feel like the DMC drawer is, like, not big enough for all the collection, though.
It's not.
That's so silly, then.
I know.
Okay, that's useless then.
Why
would you, like, literally, why would you sell, I mean, I guess it's so that you can sell several to one person.
Yeah.
Capitalism, but...
Ooh, a card catalog. That would be cool. Love me a card catalog.
A card catalog?
Oh,
What does that mean?
Okay, I have to go take some medication for my back and go lay down, youth. Oh.
Is it like the cards that are used to catalog, like, library books?
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
I know that was probably a language thing, but I suddenly felt ancient. But yeah, it's when you would have the set of index cards in the little drawers.
That would be really fun, yeah. It reminds me when I started working at my current job, we still had terminological records on paper, like on cards. We actually had, like, drawers chock full of cards that were typewritered on
Oh wow.
for terminology.
Was it really satisfying to flip through them though?
It really was. We unfortunately got rid of them because like we basically when I was an intern in 2017 at that same job, one of my jobs was like sort through them and see if anything was relevant and if that was relevant to make into a digital record. So after that they got rid of them, but it was really fun.
Yeah. I remember I worked a couple of summers at an accounting firm, and they had this file room, and I thought it was the freaking coolest thing because like
Nice.
Obviously file rooms, like shelves, take up a lot of space because you need to have a shelf and then enough space to like go up and down the shelves, right? On either side of them. But this one, it was like all the shelves were on these like rollers that you use this big crank to turn, so there was only enough room for the shelves and one aisle, and you would just crank the shelves to the side to get into the aisle that you needed. I thought that was
so fun.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
It is really cool. It says, every once in a while, my librarian roots show. Never know when it's gonna be, but sometimes.
There could be a librarian lurking inside your walls.
Yes.
Okay, good. Other people are with me that this is super cool.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, I've always dreamed of going to a library where there's those, like, ladders on rails that you move, like, side to side to, like, browse the shelves, the bookcase.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I mean, the only time I've seen it is when I went to the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
During a school trip, but we weren't actually allowed inside. It just
makes sense. I remember my university library. So like there was a pretty normal library upstairs. And then I was like, I need to get a book bound, and I know that they do them somewhere at the library. Where do I go? And so I got this set of instructions, and I swear it was like, go through the eastern door, take 4 steps to your left, turn right, go down a flight of stairs, answer the troll's 3 riddles, cross the bridge. Like, to get to this place, the instructions were very complex. So I followed the instructions, and I go in, and I'm in like the bowels of the library. Like, I didn't even know this existed. And I walk into this massive room, and there's just these like piles and like carts and piles of books in various states of repair, and there's this massive furnace. Like, I can actually see the flames in the furnace. Whoa. And there's just like one person working there, and they pop up from behind like this like workbench or something, and like, what do you want? I'm like,
clearly
I come with a book to be bound
by anybody. Yeah, I come with an offering of a book. Please don't murder me.
I know, it was so funny. And then they bound my book, and it was totally fine. But like,
nice.
It was the most magical experience.
Wow. I worked at a library that had shelves like that. Nice. We had those in the basement of my library. I got caught in it once. Yes. I can imagine Toot like in the middle of the rotating shelves type thing, being like, oh no, the consequences of my actions.
They were sitting on the floor in like a weird position, reading a book, so nobody saw them.
Yep. Pumpkin looking very spoopy. Yes, thank you, Buffles.
And yes, Toot's grandmother was the head reference librarian at Notre Dame. And
which included in special collections.
That would have been cool. Yeah. I love a special collection where like you need to get permission just to go into the room.
Right? It's so good.
Ooh, Collie's
Yeah, go
local
ahead.
yarn store has the ladder on rails thing.
Oh my god, to reach the top of their shelves? That's so cool. Mo says, besties, I'm unfortunately not able to sew my Ada cloth. Aw.
No. Oh no,
On to
Cryptic.
attempting to crochet. Wait, because
There,
I
go ahead.
cannot for the life of me cut the cloth I cross-stitched on. I cannot cut it, so the pattern itself is center. So onto attempting to crochet a heart-shaped plushie. That works. Good luck with that. I'm sorry that your plan wasn't working as intended though. My pregame lobby had a free ride to Notre Dame because of this. And fucking dropped out a semester before completing his degree. Oh my god. Fucking dumbass.
And poor Cryptic is dealing with Pattern Keeper not wanting to upload a pattern.
Oh.
I will help you troubleshoot that later, my friend. But if
when Pattern Keeper doesn't work, it's a very sad time.
Yeah. If it's been going for a while and you want to try and restart it, Pattern Keeper has two options. And one is the PDF import and one is the PDF import legacy or something like that.
Yeah.
If you try the other one, sometimes it works, and that's all you need to do.
My whip wants to be thrown out a window. It's making me crazy. Oh no, Buffles, what's going on? And Mo says, I'm gonna have my crafty granny and crafty auntie help me out a bit. That's a really good idea. Also, I forgot to mention a story about my great grandpa while we were chatting about elderly folks. Ooh, please tell us. Puffles says, lots of color changes in single stitches in the middle of nowhere. Yes.
Confetti. Sometimes I'm in the mood for confetti, but sometimes it's just like I just want a nice big block of just like one color.
I don't think I'm ever in the mood for confetti. Whenever like I look at a pattern and there's just like 3 stitches of like the single color, I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you in all of your colors.
I find confetti to be satisfying when it's the last thing I'm doing.
Yeah, when it's like filling in just the little leftover holes.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Especially when it's something where like that one color just like really brings that spot together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And Mike has a cup of plain old Tetley tea, hot and black.
Ooh, after finishing. Nice. Good job on the finish, Mike. Animo says... So my maternal grandma's parents had 6 kiddos and he had dementia, so he didn't remember his kids' names. But he remembered their birth order. My granny was called number 2. So when he was in the hospital, he would say, I need number 2, meaning he needs my granny, but they thought he meant he had to go to the bathroom. I just can't say for goodness sake. No, I don't need the bathroom. I need my wife.
I need my second child.
I guess, yeah, my second child, sorry.
Good night, Hailcat.
Grandparents.
Have a good night. We are Team Hailcat here.
Yes.
Puffles is working on a witchy stitchy Moon, please finish my sentence.
Witchy Stitcher tarot card.
Thank you.
Which one are you doing, Puffles? And Toot just finished their pre-stream cup of peppermint vanilla tea. A classic.
I was just showing off my whip for Mo. Yes, this is the Mariluid, the Welsh rap battle skeleton horse from Christmas time.
There is nothing that could make this more interesting than Welsh rap battle skeleton horse.
Yep.
It's so good.
That my professor just happened to have in the corner of his office.
Totally randomly.
Y'all,
I just forgot it was there.
I know. That man was a gift.
Magician, I'm gifting to a magician, so it seemed fitting. Nice. All of the fuck, what's the word? What's the name?
Witchy Stitchy
the
Tarot
rainbow
cards? Oh,
yeah.
Lisa Frank?
The thing that's there. Yes, thank you. I was just gonna say unicorn rainbow girl, which is accurate, but not the name. Anyways, so the Lisa Frank inspired tarot is so good. Like all of the cards are just amazing.
Yeah.
I think DH was looking to stitch all of them at some point.
At some very distant, very short point. I got over it.
Yes. And they were looking to buy like fabric that was big enough for all of them, and it was basically impossible to find.
Yeah.
Just that.
Cryptic and I and Hailcat and Toot were actually talking about this yesterday, today, what is time? But Cryptic had just seen, I think it was Cross Stitch and Cambria's like full piece with all of the cards. He hasn't finished stitching it, but he has like them all in the same piece of fabric. And
yeah,
so like I don't know if you know this, but Meg never intended for it to be done as one piece. She never intended it to be done as a sal. Yeah. She never even intended to do the full set. So she was kind of like, are you guys sure that you want the full thing? And people were like, yes, please. And so it's just blankets of Ada. People were showing off the Ada they'd gotten, and it was just like they'd hold it up and it covered their entire body. Like it's wild.
Yep. That's crazy. I wonder like how I guess small you can get it. Like if you go for maybe like 18 count, like how if you can get it smaller, or if you do like it on 20 count maybe even.
So each
like it would still be huge.
I can actually answer that question.
Math. DH is going to do math.
I'm going to do looking at the pattern for the frame that I have in my archives. Bitchy Stitcher. Do I not have the frame for the Zelda Tarot? Save? I don't. Oh. Okay. Ooh. That's okay. I don't intend on making it. Okay, so each card is 69 stitches wide, and it's a 4x5 grid, I believe. So that's we're doing math now.
Doing math.
Times.
Hopefully it's DH math and not moon math.
Right.
Yesterday I was telling Commander about how like next week for the 3rd anniversary I'm likely gonna do a longer stream, and I was like, yeah, I think maybe starting at 6, that way I could stream for 4 hours. And he looks at me and he's like, well, you could go until 11, your usual time. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I meant. 4 hours. And he looked at me like, that's 5. That's
Oh no.
yeah.
I can't do the math on this quite easily, but I think on 18 count it's still like 24 by 36 inches or something like that. Like it's still quite large.
That is large, quite large indeed, but manageable compared to the blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for looking into it to
No
satisfy my
problem.
curiosity.
I am curious now why I don't have the, unless it's just titled something else and I don't have the, you know what I mean? Like it's just I can't find it because I don't know what the file's called.
Yeah. And then you can't search it with keywords because you don't know what the file is called.
Yep.
Frustrating. Glenn says, oh, I just spent the last 5 minutes ripping out a bunch of stitches because I started a motif in the wrong spot. And then I started in the same spot again. I have done that before as well. It is so frustrating.
Okay, I found the actual numbers.
Ooh, what are they?
So on 18 count, it would be 25 inches by 30 inches. 25 by 30, yeah.
That is much less bad than I thought.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Yeah, because like that's just the size of the design, then you need the margins and everything.
Yeah.
And Gwen, I'm so sorry. I know that feel. I know that feel all too well. Oh
if
no.
it makes you feel any better, I once had to frog 600 stitches because I thought I made a mistake, only to learn that it wasn't me that made the mistake, but Pattern Keeper. It loaded the pattern in wrong. That whip is in timeout. I so understand that, Puffles, because that's literally what happened with my Deadly Aquarium.
Yeah.
Pattern Keeper just like ate one vertical line and one horizontal line. So yeah. And I just found out when I was like way in, like maybe like 70% done with the frame, and I was like, I am not redoing this, because like frogging it would have taken forever. And like to the point where like I was like considering buying an entire new fabric, but then restitching it would also take forever. So I was just like, I have one less line vertically and horizontally now. This is my life now.
This is my life now. I have accepted my fate.
Yeah, but it definitely contributed to the cumulative frustration I felt towards Deadly Aquarium at some point.
Yeah, I hit that.
I cried. Oh.
I would too.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
I kind of hit that point with Green Bungalow because I was working on, like, it's not quite a border motif because JetX Stitch doesn't do anything normal. Their designs are just, their designs are bonkers. Like, their designs are at like a 47-degree angle from what they should be. It's great. But I stitched the area and then I'm like, oh, okay, I counted wrong, so I frogged it and then I stitched it and then I counted wrong like a stitch later, so I frogged that and then I stitched it and then I counted wrong like 4 stitches later, so I frogged. I think I frogged the same general area maybe 5 times and then I was like, no, this is going in timeout. I can't do this.
Yep, that sucks so bad.
I don't know why, and it was a repeating motif. That was the hard part.
Yeah.
Like, it was a
sometimes like I find that like some motifs or some shapes just kind of don't stick with my brain.
Yeah.
And I constantly have to refer to the pattern because I keep like remembering wrong kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think this one, it was almost repetitive enough that I didn't need to refer to the pattern. So that was tripping me up too. It was just like, no. But I think I do want to go back to it and pick it up again. I've got a couple other little sampler projects in mind. And of course I've got I Want to Believe, which I've been working on like most spare moments.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just finish that one before I pull out something new, or even start something new. I was filling in my stitch log. Also, hi Cryptic. You can type now.
Yes.
I was filling in my like monthly cover of my stitch log because I want to have a list of the whips that I go into the month with.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept like, I wrote down my main whips, and it was like, oh yeah, I've also got this one. Oh yeah, I've also got this one. Oh yeah, I've also got this one. And then I'm like, ugh, I have a lot of whips. Yeah. I should finish some of these things.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I finished a beading on the pumpkin.
Let's go! Congrats.
All the beads are in place. Thank you.
Do you have enough backstitching for the next 15 minutes? Or can you get the backstitching done in 15?
I won't get it done, but I'll try to do the face of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'll try to safely put away the beads first.
Mike just bought JetX pattern. Jess's pattern's called I Love Cross Stitch, which was released a few days ago. It's a crazy assortment of motifs from past decades. It's in my Definitely Will Stitch queue. Yeah,
Nice.
I saw that. They've been teasing it on socials, and I agree. It looks great.
Thank you guys. By the way, good jobs.
Yeah. That is exciting because that will be a finish really soon for you.
Honestly, I probably will finish it tonight.
Yeah, after stream. Yeah, because you have to. Because
after hours stitching.
Yeah. Moon after dark.
Yeah. I was thinking, like I'm not sure exactly how well, like how I would achieve it, but I've spoken a few times about how my music taste is so drastically different from what I play as background on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking it would be perhaps very funny and interesting for people to have a stream where my background music is what I actually listen to.
That would be fun.
It would probably be Moon After Dark. I think just because of like the music I listen to, I would have to tag it like 18 plus.
I've considered doing something like that too, but I feel like a lot of it would be me just going, okay, I know what this looks like, but hear me out.
Yeah, I feel that's the kind of thing I will say all night if I do that as well. And the pattern is 19,000 stitches, but only 9 colors. Oh wow, okay. So that's a lot of stitches in single colors.
And are they colors that you wouldn't have put together yourself? Because I found that when I started Green Bungalow, I was like, what is this palette? There's no way this works. And then I started stitching it and I was like, oh my god, it works.
That's good. I love when there are moments like this where it's like, what are those?
Like,
why?
What is this?
But, yeah. That's where I'm at. 13,000 and only 7 colors. One is white and the other I won't do black on black canvas. Are you doing a kind of like woodcut piece? I think that DH gave me a sneak peek of the patterns that you purchased, and they were kind of tarot cards and a woodcut type art style.
It's the psychedelic skull from that set. Not that
Nice.
tarot's card set, but the set that I sent
Ah,
you.
okay, okay. Nice. Oh yes, the psychedelic. You mentioned it earlier. I did a for gore. Nice.
This stream has helped me get a lot of work done on Mari Luid because I haven't let myself rethink my technique. I'm rolling with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Good.
next
Glad
color,
some
let's go.
Yes.
And it is satisfying seeing it fill in from the top down. I think I just got overwhelmed because there is much more ribbon than it felt like there was.
Yeah.
Gwen's had 7 color finishes today.
Nice.
Let's go.
It sounds like everybody's made so much progress.
Yeah.
Mike's got a finish. Gwen got so many color finishes. Cryptic is starting a new piece. DH's got a lot done.
Yeah.
I got my beading finished.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
And Lady
I'm
A
only
is
working on minis right now. Between 1700 and 1800 stitches. I've been kind of struggling in a way, thinking about my whips, because I have like 2 long-term full coverage pieces, and then Deadly Aquarium that's like a returning hibernating project, and this, and I want to start all the new things at once, and I know that next week I'm also starting a new project, so I like, it's like I want to start the new things, but it's like, Moon, you have long-term projects and you're starting a new thing next week, and it's like, yes, but let's start the things.
I know, long term. I know, and it's like, oh, I want to start something new, but I'm starting something new next week. And it's like, oh, I want to work on a Quaker, or I want to work on a sampler. I'm starting a new Quaker next week. Not the same, though.
It isn't. ADHD brain wants novelty right now.
Yup. And also,
Right.
I find it harder to stitch my own pieces.
Really?
And, yeah, like I don't, maybe because of the ADHD novelty thing, where there is no novelty in the pattern for me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest. Like maybe because you've already stitched it, but
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, like it's more than just I already know what this is gonna look like. I'm already familiar with the way that the colors work together and that kind of thing, because I'm the one who made them work together.
Yeah. It's satisfying to do some small, easy to finish pieces. It is. I really enjoy them, but like I kind of just tend to like hyper focus on them until they're done. So I kind of like lose the point of like having something new to do, because I just don't go back to like my longer term things in between the small things. It's like, yeah.
Yep. That is
They're
exactly.
so potato chippy.
Mo is going to do it. Mo is going to attempt a crochet plushie.
Ooh, is it the first time you're doing one, Mo? I mean, I guess, but
yeah. Let's get some hype and support for Mo in chat.
Yes.
You can do this. You got this.
Yes, it is. Let's go, Mo.
It's just yarn.
This. I believe.
It's just yarn and a bit of stuffing. You got this.
Got all of the tools in your hands. in your power. And I already hate it only because the gun is squeaky and feels dry. Oh, yeah, when it's not a nice sensory experience, it's rough.
It's for your mama, and you will pull through. You've got it. Let's go.
This.
LFG. Let's friggin' graft. Let's friggin' crochet. Yeah.
LFC.
LFC. The cats are currently wandering around like, why are you up? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
What is going on? Hello, father. Hi, Bells. Oh, I totally zoned out and stopped paying attention to my pattern. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mo, you can
Alright,
totally do this. Please ask if you need help. Yeah, I think there's a few crocheters, as well as some people that really love doing amigurumis, so like crochet plushies.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do need... Sorry about that noise. That was my microphone falling off the stand.
Oh no.
All good though. Like the thing that attaches it to the arm is not very deep. The threading is not very deep, so yeah, whatever. I caught it. Sorry about that. What was I saying?
There's people around to help.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've always loved about our Discord, about my Discord server, is that it is so full of crafty people that just know so much, and I'm so happy to see that your Discord server is becoming the same.
Yeah, me too.
The same
really
sort of vibe, yeah. But there's just
people are so happy to help each other and cheer each other on.
It's a very supportive atmosphere and encouraging atmosphere that you have fostered, and it's just lovely to see. Cryptic asks, how friendly are the crochet plushie kids at Michael's for a total noob? I don't know. I've never done them. I learned how to crochet from Toot. Okay, Puffle says do not start with the Michael's kit. They're horrible quality, go with Woobles instead. They're pricey, but the video instructions are top notch.
Yeah, I've heard about Woobles, and I believe that people really enjoy their yarn as well for starting because it's a sweater yarn, but not like sweater as in to make sweaters, as in it kind of has the material of a hoodie. Like the exterior is really smooth, so it's really easy to see the stitches that you're doing. So like it's really easy to read what you've done, basically.
The only thing about Woobles is that they do work with Harry Potter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I don't personally support Woobles just because they do have quite a big HP collab going on, but I know that's a me thing, so just putting that out there.
It's good to know, and like because I'm sure that some people would rather not support. So it's good to know. It's like I personally don't want to stitch AI or purchase from shops that use AI, even if they sell both AI and human-made stuff. I would rather put my money elsewhere. So for that reason, I kind of also like give a disclaimer when people talk about hate, because maybe some people want to know, like they may just not know and they don't want to support that either, but they just don't know. So yeah, I think it's just a fair disclaimer to give.
Yeah.
That is a big part of why I stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, for crochet, I feel like starting with a kit is a fantastic idea. I feel like there are also a lot of good resources on, like, especially now for me, I learned how to crochet kind of before there were a lot of YouTube resources. And I actually needed someone to sit down and like hold my hand to do it.
Yeah.
But I think the amount of video resources that exist now are just beyond.
Yeah.
And Toot did a hydrate, but actually, Moon, we should get wrapped up. Yeah. Shall we go over and see our friend Nastasia? Nastasia.
Yes, that is a really great idea.
If she's still online, let me just double check. Yes, she is. Yeah.
Amazing. All right.
Okay.
So let's both head out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out, DH.
Okay.
I'll let you say your goodbyes with your
yes.
stream.
Thank you so much for having me tonight and moving it a little bit earlier. And this was really lovely. And yeah, I hope to help people get kind of hyped for the SAL, the start along. It's not a stitch along. There's no deadlines. It's just a start along. So yeah.
Yes.
Start it with us.
Yes, if you're curious about the start along, the celebrations, the patterns, make sure to join the Discord. There's a channel called the Anniversary Start Along, and you'll find all the information, including the discount code, in that channel.
Yep, all there.
Thank you again, DH. I hope you have a lovely night.
You bye as well. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, guys, it's just us. Thank you guys so much for joining me and Moon tonight, especially since this is not my usual stream time. I'm glad you guys could come out. So yeah, I'm gonna put up the links. Check out the shop, check out our Discord, which Moon actually just triggered my Discord command shortly ago. There is going to be a new Patreon pattern coming out this week. If you are in the Patreon, you're going to get your mini this week. And lastly, Toot is going to be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. With more Nell's Diner. So if you do not already follow Toot, definitely make sure to give them a follow for all of your cozy horror gaming body doubling needs. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon for some co-working. So yes, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was so lovely. This was really fun. Great way to wrap up the weekend. We are going to raid out. I'm going to remember my raid message this time. So we are going to raid out. We're going to go see Nastasia. If you are subbed, please grab the first message. If you are not subbed, you can grab the second message. If you are not subbed and you decide to sub at some point during the month, you will get a sticker in our cozy community scrapbook. Thank you to Kat who raided in. Thank you to the 2 people who raided in from Moon's community, who I can't remember right now. But thank you everybody, and also thank you Lady A for your 3 stream streak. Sorry I didn't call that out at the time. A little bit of a crazy night. So yeah, just hang out 1 second and we're gonna head on over to Nastasia's channel. Alright, my friends. I will see you in the Discord. I will see you in Moon's Discord. I'll see you in the coffee shop. But most importantly, I will see you in my heart. Alright. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.